Here is how you set up the Galaxy Z Flip 6. You will get the phone in the open state, and this is the power button here. We need to long press the power button and keep it held down until we see the Samsung logo to turn on the phone. Sometimes you will need to press and hold power and volume down together and keep these two held down if the phone is not turning on. Inside of the box, it looks like we don't have anything added. However, if you flip this Z Flip 6 to the other side, there is this hidden leaflet which you can pull out. This hidden leaflet will have the SIM ejector tool if you need to insert a SIM card, and it will also have your charging cable. The charging brick which you need to charge the Z Flip 6 is not included in the box. If you Google for 25 watt Samsung charger and then scroll down and look for the Samsung.com website, this is the best charging brick you can get for your Z Flip 6. So once the phone is turned on, we can now insert the SIM card. If you have eSIM, that will also be covered in this video. So let's first start by closing the Z Flip 6. So how I do it is I have one finger on the top half of the screen, and then I push like that, and then I use my thumb to close the phone. So on the left hand side, we see this outline in the hole. This is the SIM card tray. So get the thin end of the SIM ejector tool and insert it into the hole of the tray, and then push down, and you should see that the SIM card tray has partially ejected. Use your fingernail and then pull out the tray. So we have one SIM card slot. There is no SD card slot on the Z Flip 6. And so now you will want to get your SIM card. And so you see the ridge on the tray. That needs to match the ridge on the SIM card. And then the SIM should fit nice and flush into the tray. If not, your tray may be the wrong way around, so just flip it the other side. We close the Z Flip 6 first, as it is easier to put the SIM card tray back into the phone if it's closed. So we'll just push the SIM card tray back in, and then rub this with your finger, and now it's nice and shut. To open the Z Flip 6, you have one hand on the bottom side of the phone, and then you get your thumb with your other hand, and then just pull up on the top side to open up. It is technically possible to open this phone one hand with that motion, however I would not recommend that. So once the phone has been turned on, if you need any accessibility features, you can tap this icon and then turn on any of these options. Otherwise, we will select the blue button to proceed. We now need to select our country and region. Then we need to agree to the conditions. This says set up with another device. So if you have an old Samsung phone, then you will see this setup Z Flip 6, and this will transfer your accounts from the old phone to the new one. I will not be covering that in this video. Instead, I will select the setup manually option. We now need to connect to a Wi-Fi network. This is optional if you have inserted a SIM card. If you need to activate eSIM, which is in the phone, let's say you bought the phone from a carrier, then you must connect to the Wi-Fi. If you need to set up eSIM, we see connect to a mobile network. If you bought your phone through a carrier and you put an eSIM in the device, you will want to set the search for mobile plans. So tap on that one, and then it will find your phone plan and download it to the phone. If alternatively, your carrier gave you this QR code, you will select the scan QR code option and place the QR code inside of the frame of the phone. The transfer eSIM from another device option only works if you have an old Samsung phone running a recent software One UI 5.1, so you can't transfer eSIM from your old iPhone. You'd have to call up your carrier and get a new eSIM from them. We now see the copy apps and data screen. If you have any old phone, this can be iPhone, Samsung, old Android, select next and follow the instructions to transfer data. I have a dedicated tutorial on how to transfer data. If you search on YouTube, how to transfer to Z Flip 6, you'll find my dedicated video. But for this video, I will select don't copy. We now need to sign in to our Google account. You can enter in your details here. And if you don't have an account, select the create account option. You need a Google account to download apps from the Play Store. Many services require a Google account, so this is highly recommended. We now need to set a screen lock. So I recommend having a fingerprint and then a backup lock. So let's select the fingerprints option and then we will continue. So first we need to set a screen lock such as pattern, password or PIN. Please note, if you forget what you set here, you have to factory reset your phone in order to regain access, which means you will lose all of the data stored on the device. So please make sure you remember what you set. So I will set a pattern. I'll use this one. Now, the fingerprint sensor is also the power button. So don't click the button, just rest your finger on the button and it will do a scan. And repeat this motion, and every time slightly move your finger around. So we'll just keep on doing that until we have our finger added. If you want to add multiple fingers, select the add to add a second or third, fourth finger. Otherwise, select next, and then we'll select continue. We now have the option to turn on the Google Assistant using this command here. Google Assistant is a voice assistant where you give it commands like you're talking to someone, and then it will do stuff on your phone. I'm going to skip this one, but you can have that on if you would like. It now wants us to sign into our Samsung account. Like Google account, we need Samsung account to use features like the AI, which is optional. You can always turn that off, but you also have stuff like Samsung Pay, Galaxy Store. So let's sign in. If you have a Google account, you can sign in with your Google, and then that will auto sign into Samsung. So I will select that one. Please note of everything that it says here in regards to taking care of your phone. You can always pause the video and screenshot this if needed. You screenshot by clicking and releasing power and volume down together like that. And then we're all set up. I have skipped some of the parts of the video or the setup that Samsung explains well. And once we tap finish, we are in. Hope this helps.